All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Bullets, Barbells, and Barbecue. I'm your host, Brett. I got Chris, the artist formerly known as Heavy C. I got Matt just in our ears.
The fuck was that?
Well, he's not here. We got him on the phone here.
Yeah, I'm not drinking by myself. We're talking.
Yeah, that's true.
Fine.
That's true. And that homeless guy in your room was probably there with you too. That was nice of you to let him.
A while ago.
To let him stay in your
spot on the corner.
To let him stay in your room for a small
fee.
Small.
You just let him use the microwave.
Yeah.
Very short fee.
Yeah. And Tanner is also here as well.
Oh, not the head today?
Nah, it already slipped past me.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I know. We got our show partners, Elite Nutrition Omaha. Check them out at elitenutritionomaha.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off. You can go to the store in Omaha and in Lincoln and yell B3.
Get a free shaker.
Also, Rosewood Block to make the best cutting boards and barbecue, fully customizable. Check them out, rosewoodblock.com. Use code B3 at checkout there as well. We haven't done any check-ins for a while.
Because you guys aren't doing shit.
Yeah, you know.
Watch your fucking mouth.
You know, it's like
Math on 75, I don't give a fuck.
You know, it's like a...
You haven't jumped over a fucking teacup in probably a month.
Me?
Yeah.
That's not true.
No, I don't know. I was just talking shit. This is the middle of it. It doesn't have to be true. It's just talking shit. And Chris is still slow. So
True. That is true.
You know, I'm going to go with the girls I trained that just did the powerlifting to me. They're shooting for Hot Girl Fall.
Okay.
You know, so they're just really slow, easing back into it. Like Hot Girl Summer's over, so I'm just going to go Hot Girl Fall.
I didn't make it for summer, so we're just shooting for fall now.
Yeah, it's every year. You just got to move it to the next season.
Yeah.
Really get things going. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done a lot. Well, we had the meet. I was busy then. And I was out of town most of last week.
Yep.
I did squat on Friday.
It's good.
See?
Probably squatted more than Ron. Or deeper than Ron. More than Norm.
Yeah, both of those I'm winning on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jump wise, I haven't done any like max jumping for a while. We've been doing some like
Weren't you going to go for 40 or 42? Wasn't there a number up there?
Nope.
I think so. I think I accepted a number.
Nope.
Nope.
Yep.
No, I don't like to set goals because then I have to try to achieve them.
No.
To be ambiguous.
If you don't start, you don't have to quit.
Also
I still run, but yeah, I'm not really trying.
I know we're
to
not
get
really
faster.
motivating the people out there. We need to set some new goals and get the people
I had to
motivated.
take a week off. It's like, have you ever gotten plantar fasciitis? I don't know if that's what
Okay,
it was.
first of all, I think you'd have to be way more active than any of us are.
I run like 5 days
I'm
a
talking
week.
about us,
Oh,
not you.
Well, I mean it. I've never had this. I'm laying. I've never had a problem with it before. I'm laying in bed, and all of a sudden, my heel and like my two middle toes just like feel like the worst cramp ever, and it woke me up out of a dead sleep, and I could not do anything to get rid of it.
I think there's like a golf ball trick.
Well,
Yeah, you can roll a golf ball on your foot.
the next day I woke up and my calf muscle, like right at the bottom, was like rock hard. So I just took the old tiger tail and rubbed it, and it's been okay ever since. But it was bad. So I took a week off from running. It feels all right now. So
Did you lift or did you just take a week off of everything?
no, I lifted, and
That's
doesn't-
not that much, so it shouldn't hurt his foot.
that didn't seem to really bother it. But I think it's the running. I need to get different shoes, I think.
Or a hobby. Like
Or
a different hobby.
No, I like to run. I actually enjoy it.
It's just euphoric.
I wouldn't call
Just
it
getting
running,
that-
I guess. It's more jogging.
It's that
Jogging.
runner's
Yeah,
high. It's
jogging.
euphoric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have to run fast to have a runner's high.
I mean, fast is relative, Tanner.
Hey, man, Luce is fast and on the edge of out of control. I've seen
I'm
Days of Thunder.
always on the edge of out of control.
I am just trying to motivate you to get to 24 minutes for 3 miles.
You know,
I
I
feel
think
like
that
we've been
was
too
a-
nice about it. We just have to start talking shit. Because
That was an
the
aggressive.
nice,
That was an aggressive fucking goal for a fat kid that never ran his whole life and didn't start running until he was in his 40s. So
yeah, but you
know,
had fucking 8 months to do it. We were talking about
you
this in
took forever.
January.
You know, I don't,
hold on.
I don't need your
hold
fucking
on. I
judgment.
got you here. I got you. Because Tanner's over here talking shit, and Tanner's been trying to overhead press 300 for like 7 years. So I don't know who the fuck
Oh,
he's
it's
talking
been
about.
over a year.
Yeah,
but I haven't quit.
I said 7 years.
Yeah.
So
It's been a while, but I am halfway
probably
through my
more-
program.
there ain't no
Going
quitting
well.
that boy.
It's probably more impressive than me running that 24 minute 3 mile because think about the momentum of Tanner's head moving out of the way when he presses the bar up.
I don't think his neck's ready for it though.
I mean, that's a total balance shift.
Have you thought about getting some coaching from one of the guys here I see overhead pressing a lot?
No.
Oh.
No, I have not.
He might change your life. You don't know.
Good.
So is that all you're doing?
No.
What
I mean, I'm
what else
working
are you
out.
doing?
Huh?
Who isn't working out? We're all
Yeah.
working out.
What he does is he comes in.
Matt's probably not working out.
Here's his
I
workout.
did quite
Hey, easy.
Hold on. You know what I did find out this week? Brett was not here this week, and I got all kinds of fucking lifting in because we weren't talking.
Okay, hold on.
I think the
And I'm not saying, and I'm not saying that I'm not the instigator.
Definitely fucking.
I was gonna
talking
say
more
I'm
than
usually
anybody
behind the
else.
desk.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not the instigator of it, but you and I get in conversations. It's like fuck. It's like been 15 minutes.
Oh, was Tom not here either?
But Tom is out on the floor, so we can talk while working out. For me to talk to you, I walk over to the desk, and then it's like 15.
Speaking of that, did you bring my stuff today?
Oh yeah, it's in the car.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. I mean,
you
I'm
have
not
to
the
make
biggest customer, but
You have to make a conscious effort to walk all the way to the desk.
You're still important to me, Brett. All our customers are important to me.
That's a nice change from what it was last week, where you basically said you didn't give a shit.
I didn't say I didn't give a shit.
That's what I heard.
so,
Matt,
so here's Tanner's
Matt, we
normal
need a
workout.
co-signer on this.
He gets in,
Yep,
sets his back
that's what I
down,
heard.
shits for 20 minutes, overhead presses, talks to fucking Norm or Tom. Then him and Norm decide to do something fucking stupid accessory. And then Tanner's like, I got to get going. got to head to Lincoln.
I mean, that's about right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
That sounds right.
hashtag goals.
Yeah. Oh, I got
my goal is to strict press, so I'm strict pressing weight. What the fuck are you doing?
But,
Rise
remember-
slow still.
I still run.
But remember,
Slow.
your accessories are what make you stronger.
I'm doing accessories. They're just kind of mindless, stupid bullshit sometimes.
Norm, let's see how much weight we can fucking tricep extend for
Are you
reps.
push pressing?
No,
Don't you think that would help?
I'm just not good at it.
So
I
if you
think-
got good at it, don't you think it would help the strict press?
I don't know. I pin press.
Yes.
I know. I pin press. I do all. I mean, I do all kinds of other pressing, but I'm just like my push press isn't like I'm just not. I'm not good at it. I just the whole moving and pressing thing isn't my thing. That's why I'm not an Olympic lifter. Like even at like strongman comps, you're like you can like bend your knees. I'm like I know I could, but like
Yeah, you
it's-
should get better at that, and you'd probably be able to do it.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Have you thought about getting some coaching from that guy that overhead presses a bunch?
No.
And by a bunch, I don't mean a lot of weight. I just mean a lot of
I
lot
would
of
get
times.
some coaching from people that run, but I don't know any.
Yeah.
It's probably not any fun to run anyway.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nope.
Well, I think with running, you just have to be like,
Nope.
okay, I'm going to run this pace for this amount, and you just have to keep going. It's like linear, like a linear progression for running. I think would make sense.
I would say that I'm progressing, but
Just not
it's at a
linearly.
very slow rate. Oh man, gained a second today. Feeling good about it. Probably have a beer in the garage.
Time to celebrate.
I don't want to get too crazy.
Yeah, well, slow it down here. We just PR'd.
Yeah. What I do is I have a
I mean, a PR is a PR.
yeah. What I do is I have a beer to bring it back down.
Yeah, so
I don't want to get too fast.
Sometimes I do have a after run beer in the garage. You know.
Do you really?
Fuck yeah! Not everybody's perfect, Tanner. Okay.
I mean, I would do like an after workout, like Moscow Mule. I just don't feel like a beer.
Oh, sorry, it's fancier than having a beer.
Excuse me.
I
It's
need-
just
I
more
need-
refreshing.
Yeah.
I need more sugar than a beer.
I usually finish my workouts and have a couple of claws. What are you doing, Matt?
Right now, I'm laying on my couch in Philadelphia, waiting to take a nap.
Are you an Airbnb or a hotel?
It's a company called Sonder, and so it's like Airbnb, but the apartments are only rentable. They're not like somebody's house that you just come temporarily live in.
Did you
So it's
blacklight
like a
that
mix
couch?
between- No, I just took my pants off and sat on it. Said, "Well, we're part of the team now." So,
Did you contribute to it?
not yet.
Pass out some free
I
literature?
did poop during the last. While we were talking during the last one, I did take a really good poop.
Ooh, is that why it was so echoey?
Maybe.
Did you flush while we were on there, or did you just leave the heater in there?
yeah.
He
No, I
muted.
flushed it.
He muted.
You just
I
left
flushed-
a
I didn't mute it. I just flushed it.
just left a
How did you
warship
not
in
hear-
there.
You didn't even hear that.
I didn't hear it. That's what I'm
you
saying.
didn't either. Yeah.
Right, that's a fancy toilet, I think.
Oh wow, does it have a
It's
light
gotta
on it?
handle a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the one at the hotel last week was a real slow roller, so I was real nervous when I flushed it while the poop was still coming out just to make sure, it was going to take it. You just got to...
I think we've all done that. Like, you're like, oh, yeah, this is going to be a problem. Just
it's like when you're like putting caulking down, you got to like slow it down a little bit so you can smooth it as you go.
Yeah.
You don't want too much at one time coming at it.
Well, it's a bad one when
the safety flush is real.
You could smell it more because the turd's sticking out of the water. You're like, oh, that's
have you ever palm treed one?
The what?
I don't know.
Palm treed one? Where it goes in the hole and just stands like straight up and down?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
It always ends up leaning.
Well, it always leans to the left.
Your turd does? So you never palm treed one?
Not straight up and down. No.
I've never straight up and down one either.
I've never palm treed one.
Who told you that, and where's
I can't remember where we talked about it at. I mean, I had a pretty decent one.
Pretty far back in the toilet to palm tree one. You know what I mean? Because you got to be like right over the
Yeah, but if I suppose if I hit, then like the water moved a little bit, it'd have to be a pretty fibrous turd, I bet too, though.
I'm not
a firm turd.
I don't think it's possible unless you're skinny, so you can get all the way back there.
And then you're probably still getting shit on the seat.
We have way too much ass, all of us, for something like that to happen.
Well, that time when I had the leading dump that one time on that dump of the day site,
Do you have that frame somewhere? Why is that not in your frame somewhere?
No, I told my sister to look. I go, hey, look at this webpage. I go, you see that turd? That's mine. And she started fucking dry heaving on the phone. But it was one of those like old toilets, where the hole used to go the other way. You ever seen those old toilets? You know what I'm talking about? The hole didn't go straight back. It like went the opposite direction.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay. So I was real nervous, but it hit that fucking wall. And then when it broke off, it like drug across my leg when it broke off. It was a fucking warship, dude. It was. Even though, like Amber and I's buddy we were living with at the time, I was like
the bottom of your leg,
like like where your cheek and hamstring meet.
Yeah,
just.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're talking about goals.
This should be somebody's goal. Yeah. So, dude, even our buddy we were living with at the time, Amber and I were living, I was like, Bruce, you got to come fucking look at this, dude. And then, so you're like, you have to stand up because you can't put toilet paper there to distract from the turd. Right. So you're just like, got to slowly pull your pants up so you don't get, and stand there. And he just comes in and he's like, what the fuck? And he had like an iPhone 1. When it used to like, when you would take a picture, it would like do like the aperture close, like, yeah. So he came in and got a picture of it for me. And then, but I still had to use a digital camera then, so I had to get my camera and take a picture of it.
And then load it on your computer to post it on the website?
Yeah, and then wipe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I wiped and then loaded on the computer.
That's good.
But yeah.
You can't wait that long to wipe, it's going to itch.
Just an absolute warship.
I just shower.
Yeah, it's just like at that point in time.
And then I'd always used to, like, whenever I'd have like a good shit, I'd take a picture and send it to my dad, and then he finally told me I had to stop doing that. But yeah, I don't know.
So those are your goals? That's what you're working on currently?
I don't know if poop.
He wants another leg dragger.
The palm tree would be impressive.
He needs another poop of the day.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, that website's not around anymore. It sucks.
We could probably start it. It's pretty cheap.
True.
Yeah, just dump of the days.
Yeah.
I may just get some just vile, grotesque shit on there.
Is that
literally shit? And then somebody's gonna have like a picture of a turd. You'll just see like the tip of their wiener in it, either on purpose or they're bad with a camera.
Definitely on purpose.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how do we get to pooping. Oh, Matt was pooping. So Matt, what have you been doing working out wise? Because you're done with 75 hard, and you're not doing live hard.
No. Although it's not off the table. I think it would be an interesting challenge, but not on the table now. Body weight has stayed within 2 pounds of where I ended 75 hard.
Oh, that's impressive.
Are you eating like an asshole though, or
pretty
not?
Solid about that. A little bit, but I think more so I'm just a little more conscientious of like, hey, if I'm gonna eat like shit tonight, like I either need to do a little bit more or eat differently during the day.
So what you're saying is you're out training a bad diet.
No, because I'm still eating less on those days. Like, just in general. Like, there's a couple days where I knew I was going to be, like, terrible, so I just didn't eat all day. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm just not going to eat today because I know it's going to happen tonight. But no, the only stuff I've changed that's been really, really fun and interesting is there's a gal in Omaha who's doing some programming that's all outside workouts that are all based on just random shit I have around my house. Like, I'll have a wheelbarrow, piles of rocks, tractor tire, kettlebells, sandbags, some med balls, and all this shit. And so she just writes.
So that's
like,
probably
anywhere
only good
from
for like
3 to
another.
5 workouts.
That's probably only good for like another 2 weeks before it gets to be 100.
Probably. Like the intent is like I still like to do one of these things outside, to do them outside. But yeah, like,
It'll just be at
honest,
5 in the
it's
morning
like,
when it's only 85.
right, it's gonna have to be like first thing in the morning. And then I started the last couple of weekends. I started to go and do some like track workouts with our neighbors' kids, and they just like they're all really really good runners, and so they just smash us in the ground. But
So they run 2 laps to your 1.
Probably more than
no,
that.
like they'll do. So they're like distance runners, but they'll have a distance run that day, but they usually have some kind of like shorter runs. So like the first one we went and did, they had 400-meter runs that they had to do, and they each had times for it. And so like my goal was to keep up with their first grader, and I couldn't do that. The little fucker was really fast, and I'm really slow. And he's like, I was encouraging him the first go around, and then as we came around like the final 100. He's yelling over his shoulder. He's like, "Come on, Matt, you can do it." And I'm like, "Fuck you, kid." But,
When you got to the finish line and caught him, did you shove him down?
I really, really thought about it.
And then to say, no matter how fast you are, only the strong survive.
Exactly. But I did
Unless you can
smoke
just keep
Erin in a
running.
100-meter run, so that was like the highlight.
Just shoot him in the back.
She was running her mouth, and I was like, "I'll still run faster."
So you're trying to.
So I think keeping those things in.
So you're trying to beat first graders in races.
So are you
Yes.
working towards an injury? Is that what you're working towards right now? Then.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm working on. Like, I'm really hoping that it's like a full like separation from the bone on whatever it is.
We know you like surgeries and being put under anesthesia, so.
Yes. Yes.
So weird.
That's my goal. I'm trying to ramp that up to get like 2 or 3 a year.
He wakes up with a surgery and a sore butthole. It's the weirdest thing he's ever had.
Yep.
It wasn't even asshole surgery.
Nope. But it's a success.
So do you have like a plan for that, like a goal, or you just want to like do stuff outside?
Just do stuff outside. Do something different.
Shooting for melanoma.
Yeah, I think melanoma.
He's not a ginger.
Maybe a heat stroke.
You know, black people can get melanoma also.
Do they?
They can.
I've never
That's
heard
how
of it.
Bob Marley died.
Never
That's
heard
also
of it.
true. Also true.
Yeah.
That might have been from the weed.
That's
Oh, weed killed Bob Marley. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think
Different.
so.
It's a cover up.
Yeah, it's a government conspiracy.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's any really goal to it other than like just doing something different.
So you're not doing any weight stuff at all then, or what? You're just doing the outside stuff?
No, I still do. I'll still lift. I'm still trying to lift 4 days a week, and then just adding that stuff in. So some of them are like, there's one she did. Hey, like do a 2-mile ruck at least an 18-minute mile pace, kind of thing. And so some of them are like that. But I don't want to do, but I want to do what you mentioned. I think last week or the week before, Tanner, like the 200-pound mile.
Oh God, I'm thinking about doing
That sounds
that.
fucking terrible.
Are you want to do the Inman Mile?
200-pound mile a ruck.
So like you, can,
Uh-huh.
it's any kind of weight. So you can put like the guy I was watching had like a 100-pound ruck on, maybe like a 60-pound vest on, and then he was carrying like a 40-pound med ball or 220-pound kettlebells, and
That does sound horrible.
it's a 200. It's loading 200 pounds on your body, however, and then walking for a mile.
Yeah.
So we were gonna have Brett do that with us.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, Matt, and Brett are going to do that. Do you want to join, Chris?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
What?
It sounds like yours sounds like you're doing a 200-pound mile ruck.
I doubt
Yep.
that.
Are you checking your schedule?
Yeah. No. See if I.
Give a fuck about doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm busy that day. Yeah. It's
Oh,
tough.
yeah, man.
Yeah. So the Inman miles, you have to walk a mile with 150% of your body weight on the back.
Okay.
That would be
What?
interesting.
Oof.
150% of your body
150%?
weight for a mile.
So that's more than.
Oh, get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
I can't. So I'm supposed to
can't
carry
even-
like
can't do that.
300.
And it's not in a ruck pack. It's on a bar.
So I did actually do something similar to that. It was with 225 pounds on a bar. It was Good Friday walk, and we walked.
Oh, you drag like a wooden cross or what?
Well, we carried a barbell on our back, and it was in a group. And anytime anyone dropped their barbell, then you had to drop yours and like do like 5 burpees or something over it. Then you had to clean that bitch back up, get it back over your head, and walk. And it ended up being like a mile. It was fucking miserable.
So I'd have to have like 410 pounds on my back
Yeah, you're not.
Right?
for a mile and a half.
Yeah, like, no.
You're not walking a mile and a half that way. Sorry,
Some
dog.
of those like your body weight and like what that stuff works out to, it just becomes like unrealistic. It's not.
I mean, I guess you know what? Actually, I think you could do it, but I don't think it'd be a bar. I think you could do it with a yoke, but I don't know how you're going to get a fucking bar on your back. You're not cleaning 410 pounds, pushing it over your head and setting it on your back.
Well, you probably have to
yeah.
walk like maybe take a yoke, the yoke like as a rack outside.
Yeah,
And do that.
I bet you could do it. I mean, it might take you a minute, but I bet you could do it with a yoke.
Are we talking steady here or with brakes?
No, you're going to have to break.
I was going.
That guy walked it
You're
straight.
gonna-
I think.
you're gonna
Yeah.
have to.
You're not going to make it.
Why you got so much fucking negativity?
I'm not going to. I fucking.
That's a lot of fucking
I
weight,
fucking yoked
yeah.
a lot. Now, there's no fucking way you're
Oh,
walking.
right. So the event was created by Jerry Inman. He thought he could do it, but he could not. And in fact, no one has ever completed the event.
Okay.
This was an article in 2014.
Do you see how fucking sensitive Brett gets when I say you can't do it and nobody on the planet has done
No, he
it?
just got zero faith in people. He's such a hater.
No, I'm fucking realist.
This guy's over there just drinking fucking haterade all the time. Oh, you know how he got it there? The Steinborn squat. That's how he got it on his back. Stood the bar on the end, got underneath of it,
Oh fuck!
dropped it on his back.
And you're not supposed to drop it for
Yeah.
a mile and a half.
This is from it's a USAWA event.
Yeah,
All around
fuck.
weightlifting one.
Okay.
And he was airlifted out of there
And
after a half a mile.
and no
When he
one's
tried
done
it, there probably wasn't airlift. They probably had like a fucking horse carriage or something that pulled him out of there.
and nobody has ever completed it.
This was as of 2014.
Yeah, and still no one has.
Somebody's done it.
Bullshit.
If somebody weighs 140 pounds, and I still think they could do it.
You don't think anybody's trained for it to do it? If you trained consistently for it, I bet you could do it.
I think people can do anything.
No.
There's got to be somebody that's
You just
done
think
it.
there's no way possible. People pull fucking airplanes in World's Strongest Man, but you don't think they can walk a fucking mile.
A mile is a hell of a lot longer than 50-meter airplane pole.
Okay, but I'm just saying as a reference point.
Yeah, as a reference
What's
point,
it called? The Inman Mile? Or
Yes.
The Inman.
a mile and a half with 150% of your body weight.
You think it's untrainable. It's an unattainable goal. No one can ever train for it and do it, is what you're saying.
without putting it down.
Yes.
No, not attainable.
Why do you think it's completely unattainable? Nobody thought you could run a 5-minute mile either without stopping.
Okay, still not attainable.
A 5-minute mile?
No. A mile and a half at 150% of your body weight.
Matt, what do you think?
This person says they did it on Reddit. It's a CrossFit thing, though. Inman Mile completed, and I'm proud. Let's see what it says.
Yeah, CrossFitters are lying probably.
Matt, you yay or nay on this?
I think you could get it done with some of those like 160 to 180 pound CrossFitters.
But okay, if you're 180 pounds, you have to put 270 pounds on your back
Yep.
and then walk a mile and a half.
Yeah, but think if you can squat 400 at that weight. That's really not that bad of a load to have to carry.
So this person says they weigh 190 pounds. They put 285 pounds on their back, and it took them 45 minutes and 42 seconds to do the mile and a half with a yoke, though.
Okay.
But still on his back. So
Yeah.
But that's still not a Steinborn squat. But regardless, I still don't. Yeah, I doubt that he didn't put it down.
And this person said they stopped a lot, obviously.
Yeah, I think you could do a mile and a half with it. I think you could because you can just, but not for not putting it down. Not a fucking chance.
what'd you put in your ruck pack that day?
60.
What's the heaviest one? Well, Matt, what'd you do?
110,
And how far did you walk?
something like that. A mile. The first one was a mile. The second one was 2 miles.
With like no real training.
Okay, so for Matt, move that from 110 to 450 fucking pounds.
Right.
That's
But what I'm
not
saying
the
is-
same thing.
But what I'm saying is, he did that with zero training.
Yeah, but it's 110 pounds.
I will never say that something is physically unachievable.
You know what's physically unachievable? 3-minute mile running, unachievable.
They said that about the 5-minute mile forever.
3-minute mile is unachievable.
4-minute mile. Everybody said that about the 4-minute mile, I think.
I thought it was a 5-minute mile first.
Well, it probably was.
Then they
That's
did a
probably where it
4-minute
started.
mile?
Then it was the 4.
No one's running a 3-minute mile.
What's the fastest mile time? It's Kenyan, I'm sure. Those fucking dudes run everything fast.
Yes, they do.
Let's see.
I just don't ever put anything to be physically unachievable.
A 6-second 100, physically unachievable. Like there are limits to us. We're not fucking Superman.
3:43:13 is the fastest mile ever run
Yeah, you're not getting to 3
by
minutes.
someone from Morocco.
So before they said it was a 5-minute mile, and they've cut a minute and 16 seconds off of
There
it.
is a limit. Okay, fine. Maybe someone. I do not think that anybody can walk 1.5 miles with that much weight on
I
their
think
back.
carrying load and moving at speeds are two very different training things.
They are.
Yes.
So I think there
That's
is a
the thing,
speed.
it's like the unbreakable part about it.
There is a speed barrier.
I did a burpee broad jump mile, right? Where I did a burpee and I jumped for a mile. Like that was fucking hard, but and I kept going, but there's a limit. But if you could never stop, I had to stop. Like there were times where I stood there for a second to catch my breath. Like you can't, to walk 1.5 miles with 150% of the body weight on your back and never put it down. If you could put it down, yes, I think we could all do it. If we could get a yoke, it may take me an hour, may take me longer than an hour, but yeah, I'll make it. But to never put it down, I just don't know. I don't think that's fucking
Yeah, that's the
possible.
part that gets funky. I'm like, even if you're a 600-pound squatter and you weigh 180 pounds because you're just a freak, 260 pounds on your back for, well, that guy's case, 45 minutes.
And it's not even distributed. It's it's just a bar on your back. That's a long fucking ways.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't put anything past like a load carry.
I mean, I will give you that. I went back and watched some strongman stuff from the 90s, and the yoke weight that they were doing then, I can do now. But where they're at now is fucking 5, 6, 1,000 pounds past then. They're.
So what's the top yoke weight right now?
I don't know. I know that a lot of times I think standard now is 1,200 or 1,400 pounds that they'll carry.
So 1,400 pounds for 60 feet.
Yeah. But they've ruined their life. And 60 feet is only about 5,500 feet short of a mile.
Yeah.
So what's starting, what would be the yoke weight? So what would yours be?
It would be, 2.5 would be what, 400?
Are you talking for strongman? You're talking for strongman.
Yeah, if you're going to do the yoke,
Yeah.
what would your yoke weight be to meet at a competition?
Probably between 7 and 9 somewhere.
So let's say 900.
Yep.
It's for 60 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And what would be your carry weight for a mile?
150% of that, 150% of let's just say 250, because it's easy math, those 375
Okay.
for 1.5 miles without putting it down.
I'm just saying it's not completely unachievable. But we don't know. We don't need to keep debating it. I'm just saying I don't put anything past the physical limits of people. Now, like I said, there is a speed barrier.
Yeah.
But as far as look at strength sports. Carrying loads and the lifting and everything they've done and how much stronger people have gotten. I don't put it past. I don't put anything past anybody.
I will say that I didn't think 1,000-pound squat was going to be as
easy as it is now for people.
Yeah, there used to be a person.
Prevalent.
There used to be a person that could do it, and now it seems like there's.
Well, and I mean, look at all these USAPL kids that are, like Matt was saying, they weigh 165 and they're squatting 4 or 5, 600 pounds.
Yep.
I mean, that's why like I said, yeah. As far as a run, yeah, nobody's going to run 100 in 3 seconds.
But see, to do a weighted carry, you not only have to be strong to be able to carry the weight, but you also have to have an endurance factor.
Oh yeah, it's got to be a special athlete. But I'm saying, I think if you train for it, specifically for that, you've delusionally thought you can overhead press 300 pounds.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Just like that day you thought you could bench that 445.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why loads are very different, I think. I think things can be done. That's what you should train for next.
Well, man, I might now, but I'm never going to get it.
Not with that attitude. Matt will train for it with you.
Let's get that yoke out there.
I'd rather do a safety squat bar.
That's cheating
Safety squat would be much easier.
Why would that be cheating?
because you have handles.
I think a yoke would be cheating.
I think a safety squat bar with a fucking padded handle.
And actually, a yoke would be worse because it swings. You have to control that momentum the whole time.
No, I think if you're going to do it, I would only count it if you did a barbell, regular barbell, or yoke. I don't think I'd count it if you did a safety because you have pads. Part of it's that fucking bar just riding into your fucking neck with 400 pounds on it.
I don't know. Maybe one of our dozens of listeners has tried this.
It's
Okay.
possible.
You know what? We'll ask Al when we're fucking down at Al's place about it because he's tried it.
Yeah, if Al says it's not possible, then it's not possible.
Because he's tried it.
He's tried it?
He's tried the Inman
I think
Mile.
when I looked up the Inman Mile, his name came up.
Jesus.
Right there. Right, first thing that came up, USAW, Al Myers, Dino Gym member. Oh, this other, no, it's not Al, some other guy. His name came up, though.
All right. Okay. Well, maybe that'll be all of our goals now. We're gonna let's train for the Inman Mile. Oh shit! I knocked Brett over.
Fucking damn it.
Oh, man. So top heavy.
It doesn't sound fun at all, even trying to attempt this.
No.
Do you know
Maybe the
the
200-pound ruck that doesn't sound bad, but
the
this is-
200-pound rock sounds?
well, it doesn't sound as bad as this carrying a yoke for a mile and a half with
If you
400
can
pounds.
get
on
all
your
the
back.
200 pounds on your body so you don't have to carry it with your hands, way better.
And it can be spread out a little bit.
Right. And like for that mile, like depending on that 200-pound ruck, like if you get one of those like good like backpacking backpacks, like they have the hip belt and you put that on and then all the weight just rides on your waist. And that's like, you could walk a ton like that because now your shoulders don't have to carry all the weight.
So what we accomplished here in this is goals. Brett wants another leg dragger poop. Possibly getting ready for the Inman Mile. Mile and a half, excuse me. That's pretty much it so far, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to beat that first grader in the 400 meters by the end of the summer. I'm going to try. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the moral of the story is don't listen to Tanner because you'll never achieve anything if you listen to him. But if you set some goals and try to do something, you'll do way better. So,
Didn't we
thank you guys for listening. And like
Have
I
we
said,
talk about setting like realistic goals?
what's that old saying? If you shoot for the moon and miss, you'll still hit the stars.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Tanner.
Hey, wouldn't you rather train for the Inman Mile and fucking make it part way and be like, this can never be achieved? I could never open my own business. It'd just fail. Mr. fucking negativity.
All right, let's go for it. You gonna train with me? That'll be our next goal.
I never fucking said I could do it. I have never said that.
You got very offended when I said you couldn't do it.
You just said in general. Well, yeah, but you're in
Well,
general.
no, I would-
you're like, no one could ever do this. We're not Superman.
Once again, you put it down. Yes, I believe in like humans can grind. Like you have the special place you can go, pain cave. You could do all kinds of shit.
Pain Cave. Where's that at? Is that a place at your house? Is that the garden?
That's
That is the. I was just gonna say that you fucking beat me to it. Oh man, missed it by that much.
I mean, fucking Chris has superhuman on his license plate, so I'm fucking giving it to him to try.
I'm not trying it. I would try the 200-pound mile. I would do that, but I'm not doing the yoke for a mile and a half and 1.5 times your body weight. That sounds horrible. Doesn't even sound like a good time.
If
at
you
all.
think about it, it's really the yoke itself. Like when I say mine was 410, it's the yoke itself with like 200 more pounds on it. Think about how many times you've just sprinted with the yoke with 200 pounds on it.
You know what? For next podcast, okay, let's just load up 400 pounds in the yoke.
Which is only 200 pounds on the yoke, really.
Okay, let's just load up 200 pounds on the yoke, and then let's just go outside.
Just stand there.
And we will all just walk it as far as we can. Okay, as far as we can.
We are not the right in shape specimens to use this as a reference point.
I just want to like get in your head how fucking far a mile and a half is. You're gonna make it to the end of the fucking parking lot, and you're like, this sucks.
I've lifted weights
mile
before.
and
And
I know.
and I've jogged a mile before.
But
I've done both of these
have
things.
you
I
jogged
understand.
a mile with 400 pounds on your
We
back
have to
before?
do it at the same time, though.
Let's just load it up for next podcast. Let's take it outside. Let's just put this thing on there. Who knows? Maybe we're gonna go a mile and be like, oh, "Fuck, we can do this." I mean, that could happen.
I doubt it.
But if there's 4 of us, then as whoever carries it, like the next person can start walking back. So we
I
don't
don't have to. Hold on. I don't have to do fucking 400 pounds. Let's be.
What do you weigh?
Probably like I haven't weighed myself in a while. Probably like 195, 190.
We'll go to 200. So you have 300 pounds on there. So
No, we'd have like 240.
Huh?
Or no?
Yeah. Two.
I just went to 200.
Yeah, so you'd have 3. Yeah, you'd have 3. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So you guys would have.
Another 100.
I have like
10.
375 or what? Yeah, 375.
Yeah, mine was like 410 or something like that. Matt's has got to be about the same, about 425 probably for Matt.
Yeah.
This sounds like work. Ow. Damn, I'm not going to be here next week. That's too bad.
Oh, yeah, Friday off, don't you?
I do.
Oh yeah, we're doing it on Friday.
I do have Friday.
Matt, you're back in town Friday, aren't you?
I don't get back in until after 4 on Friday.
Well, the weather will probably be nicer by then.
Someone's going to get injured.
Okay, so I can do this thing.
100%.
All right, guys. Well, like we said, try to chase your dreams, not what Tanner said. Tanner thinks you're all failures in life. So we want to make you, Chris and I and Matt want to make you a little less shitty every day. So keep listening. Keep chasing your dreams. Train for whatever you want to. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Tell your friends. Tell your friends to find a supplement store. And we'll see you guys next time.